Well, here we are back again for Put a Ring on It. Welcoming in Jeremy Speaks and Alex W. Leath.
What
Hey,
up? What up?
hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Well, I'm well. I am well. It's a rainy day here in Detroit, but other than that, I am well and feeling good. Alex, you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great. We're here to cover Jeremy's favorite show. And
Oh, don't rub it in. Don't rub salt in the wound. He's doing me a special favor, aren't you, Jeremy?
Yeah, I don't like this show. It doesn't
It's
like
gonna get greater. Hey, listen, think of it this way, Jeremy. It gets greater later.
it does.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Of
I
course it
haven't seen it.
does.
I haven't seen it yet. Like I don't understand it. It's like she's I don't it's like she's trying like the ponytail therapist is trying to like tell us
What
make
you
us
call it? What you call it, Dr. Nicole, the ponytail therapist? You ought to
yeah.
stop.
It's because that's the thing I always remember her for is the ponytails, but like it's up there like like, she's always like you deal with infidelity in your relationship. Let's put your man around 15 other women to see how he would react. It's like that doesn't make
right,
sense to me.
exactly.
I don't
Yep.
understand. I
That's
was like, this
entra-
makes no sense, Dr. Ponytail. Like
yeah.
it does
That's entrapment.
exactly.
That's it.
It's entrapment. It's
It's
entrapment,
entrapment.
Alex.
That's
It's kind of like a woman with a nice large behind walking past you while you with your woman. That's entrapment, huh?
Because I'm going to have to look. So yeah, that's entrapment.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
At this big age, you still looking like that, huh? Okay, all
I'm,
right.
yeah, I'm still alive, ain't I?
Yeah, but you had a quite big age, so I'm just checking that out. I'm just checking your little comments out here. Okay.
Yeah, I still love a nice visual, so that hasn't changed. You know.
Well, Alex, the lead has been defaulted to you, so you go ahead and lead this session of Put a Ring on It. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which couple I want to start with because they all have me very frustrated. Very frustrated. Let me start because I'm gonna say I think Shay and Alfonso probably have me the most frustrated. So
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Charlana and Otis. Let's start with them.
All right.
Okay, since they sit in the middle, let's start in the middle. All right. Now the doctor was telling Charlana and Otis because Charlana has an issue with Otis listening and actually, comprehending what she's trying to say, but more importantly, acknowledging how she feels, how he makes her feel. He makes her
Right.
feel as though she's being dominated, that she's not valued when they have conversations, that he wants her to just submit to whatever he says. That's how she feels. Now, whether or not he's doing that, he has to acknowledge that's how he's making her feel. And that's what the doctor was trying to get him to acknowledge. And he refused to acknowledge that. He says that Charlana's being overly dramatic, that he doesn't do that, etc., etc. Now, he went on his date with the young lady. They had the horseback ride. He said he enjoyed horseback riding. Said he had a nice time. They laughed and joked, and he had a nice time on his date. But, of course, he's on his best behavior right now because he know how he expect Charlana to behave when she's out. So he's trying to set an example, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that she feels belittled in their relationship, and he will not acknowledge that. And until he acknowledges that, they're going to continue to have this issue with communication.
Okay.
So what do you think, Aubery?
I agree with you. I think that I was thinking about Maud. I kind of miss her being here today, but I was thinking about something Maud said last week about these couples is that in this situation where these women don't have any children with these men, which is all three of them, and they find themselves in this predicament with the guy, I'm really kind of beginning to really see things through her lens, and that is why are these people even together? You
Well,
know, all
listen.
three of them, all three couples.
They're
And in
idiots.
this particular case with Otis, I find him kind of triggering for me as a person that's a survivor and thriver out of domestic violence. So I just don't see it, because everything that he says to her, I mean, it seems to me like a violation of her as a human being, let alone a woman. And I think we kind of saw that in his exchange with the Dr. Ponytail, as Jeremy might say. He's a man, from my vantage point, he's a man that doesn't respect women. And when you run across a man that doesn't respect women, just because they like to sleep with them, that's a bad deal right there. That's a really bad rap, because just because he likes to use your body for sex and he wants to be, you know, heterosexual, whatever, but he really doesn't have any respect for your mind, your feelings, your emotions, or anything else about you, that's a guy that you don't want to be with.
Right. And more dangerous than that, he doesn't even realize he's doing it. That's the thing. He think what he's doing is okay. He thinks it's okay. And you know why he thinks it's okay? Because she's been accepting it for 3.5 years. So his thing is, what are you whining about now? I've been doing this.
Okay. That's a fair statement, but I'm going to go a step further. Before her, who came before her? Because she's not the first woman. He seems very expert, very he seems to have mastered this. So she's not his first pupil. He's been working on this with all the women that he's ever dated. Is my take on it. Again,
and it's
that's
working
just my
for
take.
him. And it's working for him. It's working for him.
Yeah, and like I said, so I'm beginning to really kind of think about some things that Maud said. Miss you, Maud, wherever you are out there in YouTube streets. I know we had some conflicting schedule today, so I understand that. But but I'm really beginning to see things from her, because you know they don't have children, so I can understand sometimes, you know, women stay with their husbands or boyfriends or the father of the children because they want to try to create a family and keep an intact family. I understand that. She's working, so she has finances, so she can do something different, I'm assuming. And so I'm really wondering what's keeping her there with this guy.
Well, you know, Jeremy.
Oh, go ahead.
Jeremy had asked, "What are they even doing here?" And the only response I have to Jeremy is that,
when I said that,
I think you said, "What are they even doing here?" You said that earlier. I think
maybe today or last week.
No, today. So the thing is that this is premarital counseling, which I totally agree with that aspect of it. It's just like a couple that's go to church, they go into their pastor for premarital counseling or any other situation. But the the problem that we're having is not so much that they're coming for premarital counseling. The issues we're having, looking in from the outside, is that these people have been dealing with this for 3.5 years. And you know they've been dealing with this out of the 3.5 years for at least 2 of those years. So how did it get to 3.5? Why do you continue to put up with it is the question. Is there no better choices out there, or your self-esteem so low? What is it? Is the question.
I'm curious to hear what Jeremy has to say about it.
I think like this is a really touchy subject, because I don't think that, you know, Otis looked like Lawrence Fishburne and What's Love Got to Do with It for no reason. He really he definitely gives me abuse of the way he talks to her. Like when she said like I was put on punishment, I was like, what? I was like,
that was what got me out. I'm like, really,
I was like, he put you on punishment. I was like, what does punishment mean? I was like, does that mean he cut you off from sex, or does that mean that he cuts you off from like? Because we already know he hates to see her eat. Like he starves her in every episode. So like, is it that? Is it the lack of food as the, like, I don't know.
Was that crazy? He had enough fish for 5 people, and he didn't even let her have a bit of it.
And then he told her to move. He said, "Move." I was like, this man, and it's sad because like she's such a pretty girl. Like Charlana is gorgeous. She doesn't have to
gorgeous.
She doesn't have to put up with any of it. I kind of believe it's due to like maybe she feels that she's put a lot of time into this, and it might be the whole sex thing too on top of it. When you're actively having relations with people, you're establishing these like these ties, these
Yep.
spiritual,
These soul ties.
yeah, these soul ties. Unless you're somebody who can really detach your emotions from sex, you and use logic, then you're gonna end up in something like this. I don't know. I don't know what it. I feel like it's probably more so carnal was keeping her there, and she hopes that he'll become a better person. But if he's been the same for 3 years,
But here's the thing: the exact words we used was scolding her. I feel scolded, is what she said, and he even said it. I'm
Yeah,
scolding her. Okay, so how does a grown man in a relationship scold a grown woman who he's in a relationship with? How does that work? And
you
how does
talk
she?
bad to her. You talk poorly to her. I mean, basically, let's think about it. We've had 3 weeks to watch these people operate, and the way he speaks to her, that is scolding. It's the way you talk to a child.
Right. So why does she continue to sit there and be scolded like nothing's wrong? See, I knew she had a problem, Aubery, when he didn't give her no salmon, and she sat at the table with him, despite that, eating some leftovers with her head down, crying. That is a defeated person. That is a person who sees no other options other than the one she's got. She's been defeated.
Well, he's been grooming her too, and to your point, right? She's accepted it, but he's also been grooming her. So it would be a long discussion, and that's another thing. You got your pad there, Alex. Put that down on our list to talk about grooming and the cycle of abuse. We'll talk about that on another episode when we do it. He said, she says. Okay.
Just like my movie.
Did you guys see legit?
Well, right, like you're right. You're absolutely right. You know what? We should have our audience watch Cycle, and we can do a review and a recap of Cycle together with people after they watch it. Let's do that. Let's do that, okay?
Yeah.
But let's, you ready to move on to another couple?
Yeah, I'm going to move on.
Thank you.
Real quick with one more thing with Shalana. She had a real good date with a guy who's very positive. He got a 5-year plan. He's aspiring to be a congressman. Very, very big. And she was like, well, I never dated a politician before. This is big stuff. And the guy appears to be a listener. He appears to be insightful, so a much different guy than Otis. Now, I know it's only one date, okay? But she developed a good rapport with this gentleman. So I just think it's something to look out for. She may get this guy a second date.
I don't know, because I'm still lost over that first guy, the cute guy that she went out with from Africa. I'm like, he seemed very well put together. She's had 2 good dates with 2, like you said, from just first glance and from their little bit of conversation that we were able to witness. They seem like decent guys. They definitely seem like a big improvement upon the guy that she's currently with.
Right.
Anybody would be an improvement from him.
Right. Would you say Jack the Ripper would be an improvement over Otis, huh?
Anybody with a functioning dental plan would be better than him. I cannot. I like.
But you know what? You know the thing, Jeremy. He's nice looking. He's well built. He's well groomed. That's the thing. He's very attractive, and that's what he's using. And he's
saying Otis. Otis is nice looking.
Wait. For a moment, I thought y'all was talking about Kenneth.
No, this Otis.
Okay, my bad.
Otis and Shalana.
We're on Otis, the one with the thinning hairline, the tall, big guy.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So with all his good looks, his stature, his well groomedness, and I don't doubt he's also slinging it with her. So she just feels
goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like Jeremy was saying, the soul ties. I'm telling you, that's real.
He got hurt by
I think that is real, especially, women for women of a certain age and beneath a certain age. I agree with you on that. I also think, though, too, I think that women of, let's say, between 20 and, say, 45, for example, I think most women typically are interested in marriage. They're interested in a long-term relationship. So I think that's another reason why they stay. I mean, she's looked at it like, well, if I leave now, I've already invested 3.5 years. What will I do? He's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is the way the mind works. And sometimes you have to take yourself out of that kind of mindset and look at what you actually have. Like, you know,
lessons learned.
You can start again. And the one thing about it, it's very difficult to meet a good man. Not talking about a man that wants you to be a side chick, but a good man who's looking for a good woman. It's very difficult to meet that guy and be in a relationship with another guy and living with another guy. That's very difficult because the man who's looking for a wife, he's not going to want you. You with somebody else.
Right. Very difficult indeed. So
I like, in my opinion, I really do think Otis wants her. I only think that Otis is doing this just to irritate her, like, and make her like feel some type of insecure. I don't think that he would actually leave any of these girls for Charlana. I don't think so. I doubt it, because he sees that Charlana is bad. Like, that girl is beautiful, like, and she has so much going for herself.
He's not about to
choose any of those. He's not about to choose any of those girls.
Jeremy,
he's just doing all of this to mess with her.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting how he's not interested in, especially, well, the first girl I could kind of understand because she was not well put together, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the
she had that dry hair.
I thought,
she had that dry hair. You mean the one from the last episode, right?
Yeah. But this girl on this episode, I thought, wow, okay, well, you know, she's getting closer, but he was not moved. And I think, you know what I think it is, Jeremy? I think that through conversation, because I saw a switch in him, and you can tell that there was some editing in what we saw, the footage and the conversation. But what I honestly saw from my vantage point, again, allegedly, but this is what I saw. He was talking to her and he was into her, but at a certain point, I think it was some conversation that she had that we didn't see, and it let him know, as a groomer and the type of person that he is, that he was not going to be able to groom her and do to her what he does to his girl. Exactly. And so that's when he turned off. I saw it just as clear as day. Like, you can see when somebody snaps and they kind of go cuckoo in the eyes. I saw him go like, okay, yeah, this is not going to work with her. She's too independent.
Yeah, this was going to be disobedient.
Right.
Wait,
exactly. She's gonna be a handful. I'm not gonna be able to handle her.
Like, so what did y'all think that she said to make him feel that way? Because I didn't get that. If anything, I got that she wanted that man.
Oh yeah. I definitely. Well, now, okay, there's two different things going on, and two things can be true at the same time, Jeremy. I definitely saw that she was attracted to him, and she was trying to be pleasing to him. But all I'm saying is, okay, like, let's look at this from a bully perspective, right? When you're in the schoolyard and we were all kids, bullies will pick the person they feel like they can most easily manipulate and handle, the person that's not going to fight back. And until you actually knock their block off when you have a fight with them, when they push you too far, because maybe you were brought up in a peaceable household, and unlike the bully who was brought up in a bad arse household where they do all that kind of butt kicking and all that, and that's all they know is chaos. Until you almost knock the block off of the bully, you know, you're considered a target. Like, when I was in school, because I was a church girl, people thought, oh, she's soft, she can't fight, blah, blah, blah. She's an only child. She doesn't have any siblings, until they got into a fight with me. And then that was all it took. You get what I'm saying? So, but bullies are very, very good at picking out the people who are mousy. And all I'm saying is, I don't know what she said. I didn't see that part, but I did see, in my mind's eye, I did see where he snapped and he turned away from her. He was attracted to her and she was attracted to him, but I saw him turn away from her. And in that moment, I can tell that they've edited that film, that the footage that we saw.
Yeah, and also,
well, we all know that those dates are much longer than what we see, right? We can agree on that,
right? Absolutely. Okay. And don't negate the power of energy. Energy moves in silence, and sometimes he can sense. If you can sense a person's energy, they don't have to say anything, but you know they're not for the BS. They don't have to say a word. You know what I mean? True. So energy is very powerful. So I think he probably got that. I said, no, I like her, she's attractive, but she's gonna be too much trouble, you know, kind of thing. So, but let's move on to the next couple, because I'm gonna save Alfonso and Shay for last, because I got a lot to say about them. So
Me
we're gonna
too.
move. Yeah, we're gonna move on to Kenneth and Shorty. Okay. Now Kenneth, after he got out of his little tantrum, taking her phone and copying her pictures and her bank statements and all, which would have been a deal breaker for me. Okay, but she's still there. Okay. And he had his date, which he was a little bit more loose. This time he opened up a little bit more. They had some crawfish. The young lady actually is a friend of Shorty. She interns for Shorty at the radio
Yeah.
station. Okay. So now she's coming to take Shorty's man out. So it's like, and this girl is thickums. Okay.
And
So
desperate.
What did you say?
Yeah.
she's thickums. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so she got a lot to hold on to. Okay, so she's much different than Shorty. Shorty's a very small, thin woman. So this woman here is the complete opposite. Plus, they get outside. The woman's driving a slingshot, which is very attractive. A kind of adventurous type of vehicle. And I think Kenny liked that because let me say this: somebody like Kenny, if he's going to risk his household. If he's going to risk what he got with Shorty, he's looking for a better household to go to because we already know what he's like. And we've said this on the first two reviews. Okay. He's looking for a home. And if he don't find a better home than Shorty, he's going to stay with Shorty. If he finds somebody that has more to offer, a better household, willing to take him, Shorty will be in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but having said that, he had a nice date. They ate some crawfish. He taught her how to eat crawfish. All that was wonderful. But the other concern is Shorty has given Hollywood a second date. And anytime a woman gives you a second date, there's some interest there. Okay, so that should be some concern to Kenneth, because she gave Hollywood a second date, which means she kind of likes Hollywood.
Can we start off by saying that Myasia was really desperate this episode and real stank and giving me very much homewrecker tease. I don't know what she was talking about when she was saying that love sometimes needs to be tested. No, it doesn't. Like don't test it though. Don't test my love. Like don't test me.
I mean, she agreed to be on the show, right? And she knew the premise of the show.
She's saying that like every relationship there needs to be an outside person coming in to test. No, don't test me. Like stay in your own whatever situation you're in, and don't be trying to come over here and test anything, sis. And she was a little bit too eager for me. Like she was up there like, may the best woman win. I was like, she already beating you in salary. I was like, she already far ahead in you. You was an intern when she was actually working in a place that it was interning at. She's already winning. Look at the place that you just knocked on the door to. I bet you don't live in a place like this. Mm-hmm. Like it's just, I was like, sis, you need to calm down. When they got to the date, she was just throwing all of these baseless. Like, oh, you're the perfect guy. I was like, he the perfect guy till he hack into your bank account and take $250.
Yeah.
I was like, he the perfect guy. He the perfect guy until he's stealing the credit cards out your wallet. When you ain't seen your birth, when you ain't seen
because he's about that life. He's definitely about that life.
Is he gonna be cute when he steal your social security card? Your birth certificate. Like, is it gonna be cute then? Like, sis, like he's only eating crawfish. And quit acting like you don't know how to eat crawfish. She was like, oh my god, how you doing? And I was like, sis, we both know that you know how to eat some crawfish. Like, let's stop the games. I don't like how she was like bold with Shorty, but to me, I feel like Shorty is trying to use the process. Everybody loves to talk about the process on
right,
but
right.
Use the process to get rid of. She wants Kenneth off her hands. She wants somebody to please intercept Kenneth. Like, please connect to somebody, Kenneth.
and let her off the hook. Exactly. Shorty wants to be let off the hook.
She was like, I don't understand. But like, I was like, Niasia, like, calm down. Like, it was, I didn't like her. I'm sorry. I didn't like that whole, sometimes love needs to, it's always cute until somebody testing your love. How about somebody else coming to your relationship and test you and your man's relationship? You wouldn't like that. Nobody would. So don't feel like you have the right to come into somebody else's. Just take that man on a date and go about your business. You ain't got to talk about testing the love. Like, I didn't like her.
Jeremy, all love gets tested at some point.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of it, and you don't never know what you truly got until it's tested. And there's going to be several tests throughout a relationship.
More than one.
I mean, like, should that happen naturally? I don't feel like it should be somebody coming into my relationship to test it.
Well, because they're in premarital counseling, they're getting the test early, for TV and so forth, and being hit with these temptations that they're going to face all throughout their relationship. But also, I think this is for these people, each and every individual, to look at themselves in the mirror and say, "Why are you with this person?"
That's it. That's really it. I agree. That's exactly it.
And I think each of them at this point are starting to run out of reasons for why they with these people. You know what I mean? Because the reasons are getting few now at this point, because we're way beyond physical attraction and all that. We're way beyond that. Okay. We into psychological warfare at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to just say this before we move on from this couple, but I just wanted to say this. So what was fascinating to me about the young lady that came to go on the date with Kenneth, to what Alex was saying, she was voluptuous, she was shapely, she was thickum, as he said, thickum. To Shorty's, Shorty's very attractive, but she is, as I pointed out last week, in case anybody doesn't have eyeballs and can't see, she is an older woman to his younger man. And so, she's maybe the person that could give him children. I don't know if Shorty is still able to bear children or wants to have children. I don't know what their situation is. I haven't heard anybody mention whether either of them have children. But, again, I just, the power dynamics and the look, just the physical look of Shorty and Kenneth is a 40-something woman with a 30-something guy. And just, I can tell you from watching other people, other couples, that's not a position I would, as a woman, ever want to put myself in. If I'm going to have this guy for maybe a partner for fun, shall we say, to keep it PG-13, then I would do that. But if I was going to have him for my man, for my husband, no way. I would never. Never.
If I had to guess, I'm thinking it may be even an 8-year age difference.
So you think what? She's maybe 40 and he's what, 34? You think
30, 32-ish maybe, or something along those lines.
And 8 year, and then she's 40, right? Okay, so 32 and 40.
Yeah, 8-year age.
I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I look at a lot of different features of women, their neck, different things, and as we age, there's certain things that are telltale signs, no matter how gorgeous you are. But you could be right. But the bottom line is, he's a man child anyway. So let's just take the 32. In 32 years, what skill sets does he have to earn a good financial living? Because right now he's basically living off of her. So at 32, he's not savvy enough. He doesn't have a skilled trade. He doesn't have a advanced degree or even a bachelor's degree. And so he's basically like doing this acting thing, hoping that it'll catch on.
Yeah, on the date, he said he's an entrepreneur and an independent contractor or something like that, but he didn't specify anything.
That's
I'm an entrepreneur too.
That low key, that like for him, like for certain people, you got to read between the lines. Like for him, that means I'm unemployed.
Break it down for
that, like for him, that means I'm unemployed and I like to make kitchen meals and sell the plates out my back seat. That's what that means. That man ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. He don't move like a man who has something to lose. Because I wouldn't be showing up at anybody's job, potentially gonna get the cops called on me if I have a job of my own or money or anything that could be lost at the sight of me going to to the penitentiary. So I don't know. Like, that man ain't got no job. He ain't got no money. He ain't got no business. He ain't got no LLC. And it don't look like he got a car either.
Right. Let's just start there. Right. Let's just start there. You live in Atlanta or the Atlanta area, or so we're supposed to be believe, and you don't have a vehicle. Okay, whatever. You know, a couple of things that I'm very good at, and that's discerning people that have money, right? So no, you can't tell me whatever entrepreneurial business and ventures that he may have, that's great, but he's not the head of household, is my point. Okay.
And Aubery, look, Monique King says Shorty has a 19-year-old child. So if she
like I said, she's over 40. What did I just try to tell you a moment ago?
But like you know how it go on here. Like you'll see somebody, and then like when the age pop up, I'm 32. Like, you know, so
right.
Like she might be another one of those women on aging in dog years. We don't know. I don't like. I think that's like a collect. I think that's a collective
to tell
thing.
you. Lord have mercy.
If she got a 19-year-old, she's at least 40. At least.
Alex, what did I try to tell you moments ago about her age? What did I try to tell you when you weren't listening?
I was listening, beloved. I heard you.
Don't beloved me now.
I heard you, the beloved one. But yeah, I'm telling you, it just that means she's gonna be raising another child, or she already is raising.
She already is raising a child, and that's Kenneth. Her so-called man. Remember what I told you last week when we were talking about when Kenneth laid in that bed and when he got busted for looking at her financial records and downloading them to his phone, and then he sat in the bed and cried that little fake arse cry of his. With no tears, you know it's fake when there's no tears involved, okay? And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do better." What does that sound like to you? You're a parent, you're a grandparent, I'm a parent. That sounds like a little 5-year-old kid, okay? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I'm not here to raise another man. The man that I was gonna raise, he's already raised himself. You know, I've already raised him, and he's already an adult. So, like, I'm not trying to date nobody because they got good peen, and I'm gonna date them and have good peen, but then I gotta raise them too.
And look at that.
You're gonna make me start swearing here.
Listen, you talking about good peen? Put up the next comment. Simone Wealthy. Put up that comment.
I actually did a review on Put a Ring on It like last week, and I said that like that's a known thing that happens with professional women, that some of them go towards people who are, you know, more so hood type of things that might, you know, ping at their sexual appetites. And sometimes that could be really dangerous. Like, if I'm not mistaken, there was a lawyer who passed recently from an ex who ended up, like, you know, taking, you know, unaliving her, you know.
Right. Thank you for being careful with on these YouTube streets. Right.
Yeah. So that's definitely a thing that happens. Like, even with whatchamacallit, y'all remember like Ryan from 9 Mag Inc. He has a sister who actually has a documentary about her unaliving, you know, from a past lover. You know,
say that one more time. I'm sorry. Say that again.
I was saying that there's all, like, this is like a history of things that happen with, you know, professional, powerful women going after, you know, the like the hood type of dude, or, you know, the street type of guy, you know, who appeases their sexual appetite, but, you know, are dangerous. And I think that, you know, Kenneth is very dangerous. Out of all three of the men, I feel that he scares me the most.
Which one?
Kenneth.
Like,
he does. Because you know why? Because he doesn't even have anything to lose. The other guys at least have careers. He doesn't have any. A man without a career has nothing to lose. Nothing.
Exactly. And when he should, he followed her from her job when she said she tried to leave him, and I don't take that. Look, I don't take that kindly at all. Like, me and my my mother have had our own, you know, experiences, you know, with DV. So right. So okay. I don't take that lightly, you know, when it comes to men following you, refusing to let go, you know.
Right.
Like, because Jeremy,
very, very stalkerish.
Jeremy, she told Hollywood, I've tried to leave this dude on a number of occasions. He'll come and park outside my job all day. It's like
What?
talk outside her job. Yeah, she said that to Hollywood. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you know what I did hear her to say a little bit of that. Sometimes I kind of tune them out because I'm like, well, you know what? Well, the one thing I did notice about her with Hollywood, it's like she feels so relaxed and comfortable with him. She feels safe. And this is the key thing with women. The one thing I learned about going through my DV situation is if I don't feel safe with the man, that's it. One time I don't feel safe with you, that's it. You'll never see or hear from me again. That's it.
Women want to feel safe. And they want to be heard. And that's what Otis don't understand. Okay. So these men have some serious problems, but we're gonna go on to Shay and Alfonso right now.
All right.
If you guys are done with Kenneth and Shorty.
Yeah.
Let me say this about Shay and Alfonso. Now, I like Shay because I like her booty. We know that already. Okay. However, we've teased Alfonso. We called him, whatever, Aubery. We've teased Alfonso about him being a Rick Ross wannabe and all this. Come to find out, though, in this episode, he is the co-manager of Rick Ross. Okay, that he tours with Rick Ross. And if you know anything about rap, Rick Ross is a huge rap star. Okay, so your man is going on tour with Rick Ross, and women are leaving him messages. And Shay's talking about, I got receipts of women who have said this and that to him, and blah blah blah, exes taking pictures with him or whatever the case is. And I'm like, you know all this, but yet you're still there fighting for this relationship. And let me say this for people who understand the entertainment business. If you got a man who is touring with a rap star, or if he is the rap star, a lot of stuff go on backstage in the hotels on these tours. If you decide you want to love a man in that situation, you might as well accept what he's doing. Don't act ignorant like you don't know. There's too many women, too many groupies hanging out in hotel lobbies, backstage after the concert. This stuff just goes on. Okay, so you're not going to sit up here and pretend like you're so stupid that you don't know this happens. This is commonplace in this entertainment industry. Rap concerts, R&B concerts, rock concerts, it doesn't matter. Right. This is what goes on. And I remember years ago, the famous singer, Nat King Cole, his wife once said, when you have a famous and powerful husband, you sort of kind of sign up for this. Because it's not so much that the men can't say no. Women won't leave these men alone. The number of women that come in droves. It doesn't matter if the guys, it doesn't matter if he's married, in a relation, they don't care.
They don't.
Do you ever hear what the wives say at basketball games? When they
I already know. I've already been in that lane.
Yeah, I know you know. Okay. They'll sit right behind the wife and talk mess. Oh my goodness.
So many blonde hair flipping chicks. Make you want to slap them. Like, you could be right in that man's arms. I've literally been in that situation in my 20s and 30s where I'm literally right in his arms and he's right there with me with his arms around me. And she's coming over and, blonde chick flipping the hair, pushing the boobs up. Like, girl, if you don't get out my man's face.
Right. So here's the question, Aubery. Okay. How often can this man say no?
It's not gonna happen all the time. I'm gonna tell you that. To the less attractive chicks, probably.
Right.
To the less attractive chicks, but when you're in a space where you are a ball player, when you are making millions of dollars a year, you are known, you're one of the stars on the team. Like you said, you got everybody coming at you, and a lot of the women out there, there are some beautiful, beautiful women. If you think you're beautiful, just go to one of these nightclubs and see if there aren't 10, 20 other women that are more beautiful than you are.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
Go
and I was a babe back in the day, so that's all I can say.
Go look at some of these groupies. You got groupies that are so bad they follow teams or entertainers. They follow them from city to city, state to state, and hang out in the hotel lobbies and stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's bananas. So Shay
Well,
Shay needs to understand, and I'm
yeah.
sure she does.
She needs to get her an engineer.
Listen, right,
That's
exactly.
what I would recommend.
But you know what, Aubery? But you know what, Aubery?
Yeah.
Shay is hood. You can
Oh,
see
you
that
know
she's
what?
hood.
You're right. They wouldn't be able to take her to the company dinner. You're
No,
right.
she hood, and this is why
Nah.
she want to bang on windshields and attack women and not
Curse
shake
like
the
a
woman's hand.
sailor in a
Curse
public
like a sailor.
public establishment. As we see for the next upcoming episode, it looks like she's cursing a woman out, threatening her safety.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
So it reminds me of that song. Never trust a big butt and a smile. Okay. Because Shay got plenty of booty, but she got plenty of attitude. Okay. So
well, it's like your other some of your other larger derriere women that you liked on Ready to Love. All of that attractiveness, but the thing about me, you got to have the insides. It's not enough for somebody to be attractive and they turn you on. Okay, now let them open their mouth and speak. Watch their behavior. Do they have good character? Do they have integrity? Are they honest? Okay. And when you don't see those things aren't available, and then other than that too, do they fit into your lifestyle? So maybe Shay fits into his lifestyle because if he's a hood guy, maybe he likes a hood girl. I don't know. I don't know because I'm not in that lifestyle. I've never been in that lifestyle.
Don't expect him to be faithful. That's my point. Don't fool yourself.
Well, she's got an issue with. Let's just skip past all the women that he has to deal with for work. How about this? How about the fact that he's still doing something with his baby's mama? So, exactly. his child's mother. So if we just look at that, to me, that's enough for her to say she needs to walk away. But she hasn't.
She talking about she got receipts. That's a receipt for your behind. The man went on vacation with his ex and his mama and told you he was working.
Yeah. Well, he's a liar.
Right.
I mean, she caught him in a lie. And even he admits that she caught him in a lie. So now what are you going to do about it? Like, I'm not like, what's his name? Not Kenneth, but Otis, and the scolding and the punishment. But as a woman, when a man cheats on you, if you decide to stay with him, then you're giving him a signal, right?
Right.
So,
What do you think, Jeremy? Because I know you had some stuff to say about Shay and Alfonso.
I don't think Shay is hood. I don't like just being classless and ratchet to me is not synonymous with being hood. That just means you don't have any class. I don't
okay.
I don't think if you drop Shay off in the hood, like around some real hood chicks, that she would survive that long. I mean, but like I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her. I feel like she's just another chick in ATL who went to go get a BBL, got some nice wigs and like wear a lot of makeup. It's like we've seen plenty of shades on Love and Hip Hop. Like all of what she doing to try to sit here and make it seem like she's some type of victim. Like she really loves this man. She don't love this man. She just she's there for a bag. That's all it is. She is there for the financial security. She ain't no woman's gonna allow their man to disrespect them to the magnitude that Shay is, especially with no ring at all. She's getting what she wants out of this situation. All of the stuff that he owns, she's calling it hers already. The car, the house, all of this stuff that she probably don't put a dime on. That she don't what does she do for a living?
Chase him around to try to keep him faithful.
Exactly. And then when she was talking about, I'm not about to allow these women to come into my spot. I ain't gonna make it easy for them, because that what she is her in a specific spot. It's not that she's in love. If I'm in love with somebody, it's not a spot. It's this is a relationship. This ain't a second, first, or third place trophy spot like we in the mini Grand Prix. She came in there for a bag, and that's why she's staying there. She just wanted him to stop making her look stupid, but she's making herself look stupid, and that man is not gonna stop doing anything because he knows that she's not gonna leave because he's disrespected her to an astronomical level. Now, I don't know how I would react. I definitely know how I would react if somebody that I was dating said they were going to work and I go on my social media and I see that they're in the Bahamas or Fiji with their ex and their mom. By the time you come back, everything that you have will probably be destroyed and I will be gone. She laid that groundwork to let him know, you can embarrass me, you can demean me, I'm not going nowhere, but I will complain about it and I will fight all the women that come into your life, even though that's never gonna stop. It's the stupidity for me, it's the desperation, it's the thirst, and she's no better than the rest of these chicks.
And that's why I say, Jeremy, she's Clatchet or Bajetto, one or the other.
In my opinion, she's very.
Where's my sound machine?
She's very tacky. But I will say this episode, I like that she stuck to that straight hair. That straight hair looks real good on her than that curly big wig that she had a couple episodes ago. Like that long bone straight hair really looks good on her. She looked good this episode. But she's a
very pretty lady. All of them are very beautiful women, but yeah, I think she's particularly pretty. But then I don't know. I'm torn between her and the other girl. That's with Otis. What's her name?
Sharlana.
They're all beautiful, but yeah.
But see, Shay is very voluptuous.
Yeah. But anyway, what was Jeremy finishing up saying? We know you like big butts and you cannot lie.
It's so but I'm saying in the ATL, it's so many shades. It's build the shades. All you have to do, and then her name, everything about her is recycled. Her name being Shay, her and all of these heavy wigs, the overuse of the makeup, the bodycon dresses, the tight clothes, the BBLs, the breast lift, all of these things that she does. She offers nothing besides her body into the relationship. And this man, and she wants to lock down a baby, get this man on child support, and she's gonna ruin that man's life.
That part.
Shay don't I don't feel bad for Shay. Alfonso is a dog. He's completely careless. He's completely selfish. He's disrespectful. He doesn't care, and you know that. So why are you even on this show? You know you don't need a ring. What you want to do? Bring a child into a broken home already?
Yeah,
Shay's pathetic.
But see,
Jeremy, build the Shay.
Build the Shay.
She did not. I'm over here fainting.
But
I'm sorry, what? Jeremy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay.
But you know what? I can't dog Alfonso. He's been showing her who he is. What's the old Maya Angelou saying? If somebody shows you who they is, believe them. I don't know, Maya Angelou or Oprah or one of them. Okay, but he's been showing her for 3.5 years. This is what I am. This is how I value you. This is who I am. And you want to still stick around, stick around.
Exactly. And each time he's got and this is not something that just started happening. It's gotten progressive over time. He'll disrespect her a little bit, see how she's gonna react, disrespect her again, see how she's gonna react, go to a different country with his baby mama, see how she's gonna react. That when he did that and you did nothing, that really locked it in for you. So she gets no respect.
That set the precedent right there. That's the whole
you get no respect. And the fact that you don't have a problem embarrassing yourself, trying to fight these women over a man who gonna continue to cheat on you, lets me know that you don't have anything to lose, that you're pathetic, that you're desperate, and that you just here to try to get the bag as much as you can. You're in here for a spot. Well, and I don't have an issue with women going towards hypergamy. I respect that, and I say that should be what most or all women do. go for a man who has financial
The
security.
devil is a liar.
But I'm saying that I don't believe that you should come into the. I don't believe in women dating broke men.
He's a
I
liar,
believe a man
Aubery.
should be able to. I believe a man
I'm
should be able to
sorry. Wait a
provide.
minute. I'm sorry. You know what? Let me back up. You know, I'm always quick on the draw. Sometimes I miss my mark. Okay, so I'm sorry. You taught us this word before. Explain to us one more time what that word means.
Okay, when a woman is dating up as far as financial goals, dating a man who's able to provide, able to, give her some of the finer things would be hypergamy, dating down
That, yeah. Oh, I'm all for that. Yeah, that part.
Yeah,
you know
but
what? In my ear, I'm sorry, but in my ear, I just want to explain this to you, Jeremy. In my ear, in my mind's ear, I heard you saying polyamorous is what I was thinking.
Oh no.
Okay.
Like J Dub, not the 600% density wig. but yeah, what I was saying was yeah, hypergamy is amazing, and most women should go after a man who could give them financial security or bring financial stability within a relationship. But you should also be able to bring financial stability in the relationship. It's just that this man could provide if necessary. You shouldn't be coming in with nothing with a man who has everything, because then you're going to be resting upon him for everything. And when he does that, that gives him the ability to do you any type of way, because you have nothing to lose. You bring nothing. And y'all both know that. And Alfonso knows Shay doesn't have anything to lose. And I'm like, everything that Shay represents, I despise it.
Because what does she do? He come back from a vacation with his ex and his mama. What does she do? Lay down and have sex with him. He come back off tour with Rick Ross, thousands and thousands of women, whatever. What she do? She lay down and have sex with him. So what is she complaining about? She's not a victim. She knows what's going on. She says she has receipts. If you got receipts, then you know what the man is doing. What are you complaining about? I would have more respect for her if she said, I just love this man. I know what this industry is about. So I just I have to accept that. And we just have to build our family based on that. That's it. I respect that more than you trying to make this man faithful. That's not going to happen.
Right. Well, at least not. Yeah. What is it? I'm looking for the comment that somebody made earlier about what Mama Evelyn said. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just don't understand it. Like Shay, why are you on the show? Why did you bring this man on here? Like, you already are insecure. I feel like she came on here because she wanted a little bit of fame. I feel like that's what it was. She wanted to get her Instagram popping a little bit, gain a little bit more, more fame. Because you're not comfortable with your man dating anybody. You're not. Like, every woman that he's gonna bring to the house to come and pick him up, you're gonna attack them. And then on top of that, you're not gonna want any other man unless they're gonna offer you the financial security that Alfonso offers you. And I don't see that happening. So you're not going anywhere. So why are you on this show? Besides to waste our time with all these wigs,
you know what, Jeremy?
Makeup, BBLs.
You know what, Jeremy? Jeremy, check this out. She's not fighting for love. She's fighting for a position.
I just said that.
Yeah, that's what she's fighting for. That's what she's fighting for. This is not
you
about
say
love.
You guys both think that she's fighting for a position. Well, what position is that?
To be the one in the house. Like Jeremy said, get in the bag, living the lifestyle, all that. She's fighting for that. She's not fighting for love.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said that she's desperate, pathetic. She's she has no self-esteem. She's insecure, and I don't like her attitude. I don't like the way she carries herself. Yeah, she's a pretty chick, but it's a thousand shades. It's a billion shades in in Atlanta and Miami too, depending on where you go. I've been watching Love and Hip Hop way too long. I know all the shades tactics. Gives me very much Love and Hip Hop. And and then her man is the one of the managers for Rick Ross, and I him showing his cleavage all up in the camera, like his like, you know, I don't like it. I don't like anything about them. Neither one of them. I despise them.
Jeremy, I just want you to take a look on your monitor. What do you think about this? What the great philosopher Mama Evelyn Braxton had to say? What do you think about that quote that's up there?
Yeah, you're right. If you're not going to do anything, let that man cheat in peace, because you're not leaving.
That's right.
Like you're causing all of this ruckus, but you're just gonna go right back up in the bed, and then you already let us know that you still clean up behind him. Like I was like, this is ridiculous, and it's not like you even live in that fabulous. Like I could see, you know, if it was like she was living in a mansion, but I was like, this is a house that I could probably mortgage.
And at the risk of I know this is PG-13, as Miss Aubery always likes to say.
Alex, okay? Don't you do it.
I am going to do it, but I'm going to stay PG-13. Okay? When that man comes back from God knows where, you don't know where that man's thing been, and you going to perform fellatio on this man?
What?
Alex, come on.
I'm just telling you. That's part of
it. This is not baby boy, and if you gotta scratch and sniff your man, like he's some perfume sample, why are you with him?
What is that?
What?
Come on now. So this is it's crazy. It's crazy.
I just like everything about Shay rubs me the wrong way.
She just needs to accept what she's doing, understand what it is, and I would have more respect for her if she did that. Simple.
It's like she has like, bruh, she laid the foundation. Like, hey, Alfonso, you want to disrespect me? Go ahead. As long as my bills are paid. Like it's ridiculous.
As long as I get a Fendi bag.
Yeah, you know? Like long as you buy me another 600% density wig with a nice closure. You know, like I can't take it with her. Like I can't do it.
She'll never come on this podcast.
I don't think so. I think we have some people lined up, but I don't think it'll be her.
Oh my God! So
well, you ready? You ready to start closing us out, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to just start closing this out, saying that tomorrow night we got Keena from Ready to Love Potomac on.
That's right.
At 7 p.m. Eastern. So come on over and have us talk to Keena about RTL, but relationships, life, goals, all that kind of stuff we're going to get into with her. And we definitely appreciate all you guys again, for Jeremy for being here with his insight. And any closing words from you, Jeremy?
Thank you guys for including me on the panel. I really appreciate the opportunity. And yeah, please follow me at Jeremy Speaks. I will admit that some of my language could be suggestive, but it's just a part of my nature. I'm a former Navy veteran. So I am a Navy veteran. So, you know, cussing comes out like water. But please, like I'm really insightful, and I really do heavily analyze the things that I'm watching and really try to put logic behind it. Although I am quite, a character, but please, take a chance, see a PYT do something new.
That's wow. Definitely go check Jeremy Speaks out. This young man, I chased all across. If you guys that aren't familiar with the story, I chased all across the YouTube streets for a couple of months trying to find out, because I couldn't find him on IG. I couldn't find him anywhere on social media. And I was finally able to catch up with him. And I'm just honored and pleased to have him here. He adds so much vitality and youthfulness to the podcast here at Actually Aubery. And I'm just, like I said, elated. But you have to go over to his channel. But just be aware, there's a little salty language going on over there. But he will give you the unfiltered truth over there, right?
And another thing, I'm still now the language might be suggestive now, but I'm still trying to figure out how I want to exactly speak you know, in the future, which I may start censoring, you know, censoring myself when I'm trying to get the bag. Right now, I ain't monetized, but you know, when the bag comes to the tab, you know, I might have to censor.
Yeah, we're
I
all
might
trying
have
to get the bag over here on YouTube.
well, I'm saying,
Oh,
like, yeah.
yeah. Well, definitely go subscribe. Let me see. Oh, I have it up. And we're gonna be working. I'm still working on my description box so that I can link it in the description box, guys. So bear with me. I'm not as technology savvy as I used to be. So many changes and updates and whatnot on the YouTube streets, but I will get that up so that you can click on it and follow the link over to Jeremy's page as well as Ma when she joins us again. But what I want to say before we go, guys, I want to thank you so much. So I was trying to get to, I was previously on the road to 500. Guys, we've topped 500 and now we're on the road to 1,000. I want to thank all of my new subscribers. I want to thank you people over in Canada, UK, South Africa, Jamaica, Kenya, all around the world. You guys are, I'm looking at my analytics and it's mind blowing to see that we are reaching people in countries I've never been to, hope to one day visit. But I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Alex and I, we want to thank you. Right, Alex?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Don't be mamming me. I'm only a couple of years older than you.
and I got a surprise for everybody too. I see my girl Maud Afro Mama in the chat over there. She arrived late, but she's here. I want everybody to know for the Keena interview tomorrow, I'm coming back out from behind the avatar.
Can y'all ask Keena a question?
Oh, go ahead, Jeremy. Yeah.
Why was she so offended about, you know, like Fernando, like, you know, having like, you know, a posterior? Like, I was like, how do you judge a man, you know, on him having like, you know, a bigger butt than you? Like, nobody can tell.
Talking about Keena.
Yeah, like I always wanted to know, like, I wanted to know, like, you know, the reasoning
backstory to
behind
that. Yeah,
because I for some reason I thought women like that. Like, I was like, so when she said that, I was like, I don't know. I was like, how can somebody control that? Is that like a deal breaker? Like, if you look back and see a great man, but he has like a big butt, would you be like,
It would be for me. It probably would be for me. But that's a story for another day because I think there's some implications to that I don't want to get into right here and now.
Oh my
okay?
God, you're funny.
Okay. So,
look at Jeremy's face.
But that's a thought I would have. That's a thought I would have. Very, very honestly, that's a thought I would have. So,
I got you.
Wait,
I want to put.
so,
not Jeremy for another day. Another day.
I just connected
Lord have mercy. That laugh. Guys, we love you to the moon and back. We want to thank you from Actually Aubery, and we're out.